In a surprise move, California's proposed ban on ex-gay abuse has been pulled from consideration by its own sponsor. A judge has just ordered the Trump administration to release secret documents pertaining to the trans military ban, and time is running out to stop Trump's proposed Supreme Court nominee and his secret anti-gay past. We'll have the week's top LGBT news and actions you can take on Weekly Debrief. Thanks to everyone who pledges $1 or more a month to make Weekly Debrief possible. There's rewards for backers. Visit patreon.com/mattbaum or click the link in the description. California was about to become the first state to ban ex-gay abuse, labeling the practice as fraud. But this week, the sponsor of the bill pulled it from consideration, even though it was expected to easily pass. The reason? Objections from religious groups that it would have banned the Bible, preaching, and more. To be clear, it would not have done that. But the way the bill was written was just vague enough that someone might make that mistake. And that would have potentially led to complications. For example, a voter initiative to protect ex-gay abuse, similar to what happened with Prop 8. So now the bill's sponsor is pulling the bill to rewrite it and resubmit it, making it less vulnerable to a challenge down the road. It is frustrating that we'll likely have to wait another year before it passes, but ultimately, this will probably make the passage more secure and protect more people in the long run. Meanwhile, 16 states have asked the U.S. Supreme Court to block job protections for queer workers. Led by Nebraska Attorney General Doug Peterson, those states are pushing to keep it legal to fire someone that even is suspected of being gay. Those states include Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas. Not a lot of surprises on the list. We'll likely have a ruling from the Supreme Court on this issue sometime between now and June of 2019. In Washington, D.C., a judge has just ruled that the Trump administration must turn over secret documents relating to its attempts to ban trans people from the military. Administration officials claim that they were entitled to withhold those documents from the public because they worked very hard on them. The judge's response, quote, "This is not how civil litigation works." And pressure is increasing on Republicans to release secret documents pertaining to Trump's Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. We still don't know what role he played in Bush administration attempts to ban marriage equality, eliminate hate crime protections, and fund anti-LGBT speakers. This week, a coalition of media activists and civil rights groups filed more Freedom of Information requests to access those records. Kavanaugh's Senate hearing is scheduled for September 4th, and if we don't get those records by then, it could be too late. Time is running out to stop this nomination. This week's action item is to call your senator and tell them to delay the vote until we know what Kavanaugh is trying to hide. And as always, let me know about stories that need covering at Matt Baum on Twitter and in the YouTube comments. Thanks again to everyone who makes Weekly Debrief possible with a pledge of $1 or more a month on Patreon. Get those rewards for backers by going to patreon.com/mattbaum or click the link in the description. And I'll debrief you next week.